Hi, would you all like to stay in my recorded meeting? Okay, let's chat. We're going to talk social media growth in general, but also mostly Instagram. Um, so Amberly Lago, who was one of our trainers at the mastermind, as you guys know, and chime in, ask questions, all that as we go. Um, when she has told her whole story of how she grew to the amount of followers she has. She did a lot of training on that with us, but really there's four key things, and I don't know that any of this is, you know, something you haven't heard before, but probably something you need to remember and jot down and be really intentional about. So the calendar that I sent you, and then I'll drop it in the comments when we post this recording. The reason I did one with the notes on the side, because there's a couple things that I want you to write down. First, I want you to write these four things. One, put yourself out there. We're all pretty good about that, but we might not all be great at it. There might be a lot of aspects that you are trying to cover up or hide from the world. And I'm just saying, we're just saying, put yourself out there. Number two, be consistent. And what does that look like? You have to post, of course, every day, but preferably at least 2 times a day on each platform, Facebook and Instagram. Okay. And then I'm going to go more into, well, I'll just go ahead and say it. So there's an aspect of always having things in your stories that influencers or the algorithms, all the whatever the powers of be that matter as far as social media and helping you grow your social media, that it looks, if you don't have active things going on in your stories, then you look more like a bot. You look like somebody who once a week has your things all scheduled on social media and then is never on social media, which means you're not truly engaged with everybody and everything that's going on around you. So it's super critical in your consistency to have stuff in your stories all the time. So make sure that doesn't dry up and that's going. Show up authentically. They talked a lot about like Tiffany Peterson and Amberly Lago, because they've grown so much and they go to these big speaking events and where there's lots of, well-known authors and well-known speakers, and both of them told stories of how like they follow these people on social media and they were so excited to meet them. They're like, they're going to be amazing. Like they're this, they're that. And they meet them in person and they're like, I don't really like you. Like, that's not, like, it's two totally different people. Who they are on social and who they are in person is two totally different people. And you can't live that way for very long. Like, that's exhausting. I think that's where some people have real hangups in social media, is they spend so much time trying to create their posts and do a live. They put so much behind it because they're trying to present this certain facade that maybe is not real life, but if you're just posting, sharing, going live, doing reels authentically with who you are, it's not exhausting because that's just who you are. I'm like, when is the last time I did a live or a call that you guys have not watched Andrew walk into the background? I mean, that's the first time he didn't do a dance for you. Like, that's authentic. My door's not locked. Like, my hair's not done. This is who I am. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, but be authentic and then it's not exhausting. Number 4, add value. You guys know that. You have to add value. And where are you adding value from? And that's your 4 pillars, right? So the other thing that I want you to write in the note section on the side of that June calendar is what your 4 pillars are. Who knows their 4 pillars? First, I guess if you've not done any training whatsoever, you don't know what I'm talking about. And those are really like, it's who you are. It's what, your number 1 pillar should be something that it's a topic that I could call you with 30 seconds notice and be like, hey, Marquet, I need you to go live with me for 10 minutes. And that's something that's, you don't even have to think, you can talk on it without writing notes, without an outline, without overthinking it or being scared. Like, what is your thing that I could call you and you could go live in 30 seconds and talk about? Marquet, what's yours?
Sorry, I couldn't find the unmute.
Good.
Mine would be either mental health or crafting, paper, wood.
Tiffany,
painting.
what's yours?
Mine would probably be mothering multiple children or baking. Baking, canning, like mom stuff, like very traditional mom stuff.
Yeah. Deanna?
My mind is blank. I'm trying to think.
Diabetes.
Oh, yeah, I could talk about diabetes. Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you need a reminder. Like, I know that if I call Deanna, if I'm talking to somebody who has diabetes and they have questions about something with it, I could not even send her a text that says, hey, I need your help with this. I could just three-way call her and say, hey, Deanna, I have Susie here who has diabetes. We're not sure exactly how she needs to shift certain things with her products. And Deanna's going to go blah, 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 while she's folding laundry. Right? That's your, it doesn't have to be exciting. It's just something you can like legit talk, share. It's a no-brainer that you can share things with that. And so then your other three pillars. So what are your other things? Marquet, you shared two, your crafting and mental health.
Yep.
Tiffany, I think yours are two different things, mothering multiples and baking, because there are a lot of people that love to bake that don't have multiple kids.
I would also say like motivation, fitness. I think I need to focus in a few more, but
yeah, I really want everybody to focus on 4. Marquet, do you have your 4? You looked like you were going to say something.
Oh, yes. And then gut health, because my gut is healthy now.
Yeah.
And simplifying life hacks. I was thinking there's like little things that I do to make life more simple and less stressful that I could probably touch on. Like, I don't sweep, I vacuum.
Yeah.
Like, I don't scrub my dishes before they go in the dishwasher. They go in with stuff.
Yeah.
Did you know people actually scrub their dishes before they wash them?
My
You weirdo, Deanna.
my mom, my mother-in-law's dishes are completely clean when they put them in the dishwasher. I think they're just sanitizing. I don't know what they're doing.
It's weird. It's a waste of time. You need to simplify, Deanna.
It's to keep peace in the house.
So
Okay.
here is something else. And Marquet, this would be very, very simple for you with that like life hacks pillar, is reposting other things that have is on Instagram. Do you have the repost app?
No, but I'm gonna get
Okay,
it.
so get the repost app, and if you come across like a reel or a video or whatever on Instagram that's a life hack, like one that you love, share it, and it has lots of views, so it's already successful. You're going to click on the 3 buttons, like how you would copy it and open it in another thing. You're going to click on those 3, and then you're just going to click on your repost app. It automatically opens the app and pulls up that exact post, and you share it to your media. You can add your own comment. You can, you leave all their stuff so that they get credit for it. But like if you look at I can't think of her name, but lots of influencers on Instagram, they share and repost other people's things if it's one of their pillars. Brock Johnson he reposts other people's Instagram hacks. And he's an Instagram expert. So be comfortable. Like, it's a scarcity mindset that thinks you have to create everything. It is not. If it's in one of your pillars and somebody else shares something awesome that you find of value, there's a good chance people in your circle will find value also. Repost it. And it's super easy with the repost app on Instagram. Okay. So who's doing reels on Instagram? You have to do reels. You have to do. Remember 2 years ago when I said you have to do Facebook Lives, and now you guys all do them, no problem? For the love of God, do reels. Do you know how to find the music for your reels? Do you know the music that gets your reels more traction? You all know, so you know how to do it. You're just refusing to do it. Okay, why? Anybody?
Yeah, I don't have, and I'm a little bit afraid of it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Actually, it's dumb because I really enjoy watching other people's reels. It's fun.
So my average reel, you could look at my insights. My average reel gets over 2,000 views. Like, my engagement on Instagram when I do reels, that my average engagement is 1.1 thousand. And I didn't do any reels for like 7 days while I was getting ready for Cassie's stuff and all that. And my Instagram engagement went down to like 100 because I wasn't doing any reels. Just do reels. So Amberly even made a good suggestion, and she said, if you're really that afraid of messing up reels, create a fake Instagram account that you don't invite anybody to and nobody knows it exists, and practice your reels there and watch them. Do you have questions about reels besides being
is real? Okay, are reels something that you create a reel and then post it, right? Or is it a live thing?
You create it and then post it? What I typically do, here's how I started. Here's how I started with reels. You know how you take pictures everywhere you go, right? Of everything. Start taking 5-second videos. So like when you go on a bike ride, Deanna, here would be a super easy bike way to create a reel for you, Deanna. When you guys go on a bike ride, take video clips, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds. You can do some longer ones because you can edit it, but just really quick videos of whatever you're doing. You're on a walk, or Will is chasing the dogs in the backyard. Anything that you're taking pictures of, take video clips, okay? Anywhere from 5 to 15 seconds. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the reel. You're gonna choose whether you want it to be 15 seconds or 30 seconds. And you're gonna pick music, and your reel will get a lot more traction if you pick, what's it called? The trending music. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So click 15 or 30 seconds, your audio, click something that's trending, that's fun. Or if you've done something real specific, like I searched for a song about rain that had rain in it, but when I was doing the reel of Cassidy's rainy graduation. But otherwise, I just pick a beat I like, whatever. And then instead of adding pictures like to a carousel on Instagram, you add the videos. You know, if you want to get real crazy, you can add the words, but you don't even have to start with it. You know, does everybody know how to add the words in different segments of your reel? No.
Is it a closed caption?
No. You can do closed caption on your IGTV. So if you film a video that you want to post and it's longer than 60 seconds, it becomes an IGTV.
Okay.
15 or 30 seconds is a reel. 60 seconds or more is an IGTV. All right. So can you guys see this? Look, I got a new phone. Look, there's Deanna.
I
Okay,
see me.
so it's on Reels. I'm gonna click 15 seconds. Because I'm not actually gonna post this, right? So I'm just gonna pick the first song, Sweet Dreams. It's playing the music. Do you know how you can change what segment of the music it
Oh,
is?
yes, I know that.
So
Yeah.
you can move this and put it wherever you want it to be. Okay,
Yeah.
so done. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, I just click on the picture thing and it only pulls up videos. So today we went on a walk with Rob's family. So I'm gonna click this one. This is an 11-second one. I'm gonna add. I still have 5 seconds. This video is 6 seconds long. I'm gonna do that. So now I clearly was on 30 seconds, but that's all that I'm gonna do. Okay. This arrow, I'm gonna click this arrow. There's look at how these Barkley boys all walk the same. That's Rob's little brother and his dad. Okay, so now I'm gonna let you stop listening to the music. Click A. You can't even see that, but you know how you would do a text on a picture? So I'm gonna go blah, 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 blah. I just typed in letters and hit done. I'm gonna move that where I want it. But then look right here. See where it's my blah, blah, blah letters? Click that. Well, hold on. Click that. Now look what it opens up. Right now, it's going to leave those letters on all the time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this here. And now it's going to start with those words, but the words are only going to go to that segment. Now,
Okay.
I hit done. I hit A. I blah, blah, blah. Type again. Hit done. Move it where I want it. And now I'm going to, now it comes up as the second black box. I'm going to hit that. I want it to come up after, so I'm going to move. Come on. I'm going to move the start of it here, and I'm going to have it end there. And then I'll add more words. Is that clear? I don't know
Yeah.
how easy it was to see my phone.
Yeah. Yep, that's easy.
And it's super easy. You're already doing those in your stories. That's how you're adding words to your stories. Am I right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Once you click on the words down at the bottom, then you move the edit of the video of where you want it to go.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does what you post on Instagram, because I don't do Instagram at all. Like
Okay.
I couldn't tell you the last time I opened the app.
Okay.
Like, I don't look at it. I don't check it. I don't do it at all. Is the value in having different content in Instagram and Facebook? Or can I do an Instagram? Because I do stories. Can I do the Instagram can I do the story in Instagram and then just share it to my Facebook story and have it be the same? Is there still value there, or does it truly need to be different content?
I think in your stories, it can be totally the same.
What about in your news feeds, in your feeds?
I think at least time it differently. Don't post them at the same time, because
I feel
then
like
people that
the
follow you on
Instagram
both,
is like way more curated. Like it literally needs to be a picture with like 2 or 3 words.
on which one?
Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
So Brooke says that like you almost will never see her post about Plexus on her Instagram. In her stories, she'll talk about it, but in her feed, she doesn't. She is just building followers. She is building trust. She is pulling people of like-minded, because people people find you because they type in a hashtag and you've used that hashtag, and then they read some of your things and then they go, oh, she's cool. So Facebook, for the most part, is people that know you or are in plexus with you, right? Instagram is people you don't know. So what you're doing is legitimately building this whole network of people, this bubble of people that are interested in the same things as you. And it's just more people that get to know Tiffany. More people that get to know Tiffany, that trust Tiffany. They're going to find you on Facebook. You're going to post in your stories about plexus. You're going to maybe do a post that doesn't have a pink drink in it at all, but at the very end, you can share about it. Like you can do that. And some people do a lot of plexus in their Instagram, but if you look, they have a ton of followers already. So you need to build trust and such before you ever pitch plexus on Instagram. In your stories, fine, but your feed is for growing a following, and your stories are for growing connection. So it's two really different things. And if you think about your Facebook feed, most of those people already have a connection with you, right? Like I don't know that I stick to my pillars near as well in Facebook as I try to in Instagram, because I'm trying to niche in and like grow, you know. Once you have a huge following, do whatever the heck you want. But to grow it, really narrow in. But we need to, right? I mean, all of us have slowed down on our recruiting because we haven't been able to grow our network during COVID. Do a
Or
reel.
we just haven't been doing the things.
Do lots of reels. Okay, so you have to do reels. You can do IGTVs, quote cards. Tiffany, you already do this on Facebook. You're just going to have to do it on Instagram. Very simple. Pick a simple background, simple, easy to read words. That's where people are going to share. You're going to grow your following if you have really good quotes, because people will just share it either to their story. I share people's quote cards all day long in my stories. If you guys follow my stories, you know I'm constantly sharing quote cards. I'm not sharing a picture of a family. Like, this was a cool post, look at it. You know what I'm sharing? Quote cards. That's where people will share your content. So you don't want all quote cards. It needs to be a mix of reels, carousels, and quote cards. Really kind of buckled in within your 4 pillars. Creating we're just doing this in our from our mastermind, and I think especially with you guys just starting to dig into IG, I think we need to do that. But we can create an Instagram chat, and every time you post, you put in there that you just posted, and just like we used to do with Facebook, and we go comment on it, because Instagram really thrives on that, like 4 words or more. How quickly are people commenting on it to bump it up in the algorithm? So we need to create that Instagram chat where anytime any of us post, we jump over and we comment and support each other in that way, 4 words or more. So if you're going to do a longer post, it needs to have a catchy intro. All right. It needs to, it doesn't need to, but it can explain an obstacle. So an obstacle could be like, worn out, tired mom, didn't want to work out today. You know, solution, didn't make it to the gym, but I made it to, you know, I did a 20-minute HIIT workout to a video. Benefit, I feel way better because I fit in my workout today. Right? So catchy intro, obstacle, solution, benefit. Be you. Be authentically you. Deanna, I think if you dug deep into diabetes groups and got all those hashtags down, like, your business would explode. There's zero reason. Like, own the fact that you're a go-to expert with type 1 diabetes and plexus, and dive into that, because I think your business would explode. And I'm willing to bet there's a ton of diabetes hashtags going on Instagram right now. Right? It's way better to have fewer followers and more interaction. Okay. Even if you only have 200 followers, but you get 50 comments or 20 comments, that's fantastic. I have over 6,000 followers and I get like 2 comments. That's not good. Right? And I know it's because years ago, I used the bot program to get followers. And lots of people did back then. And now it's like, don't do it. Because Instagram used to not have algorithms. The only thing was, do you have followers or not? Now there's algorithms, and they're seeing how many people actually like my picture. And if it's only 50 people out of 6,000 followers, well, probably I'm not engaging very well with my audience. So you're actually better off to have a low follower count right now and doing exactly the right steps so that there's good engagement with your followers. So here is a tip to grow your influence. And I had never done this, but I thought it was fantastic. So who are people you like? I know Marquet super likes Shailene Johnson. Tiffany, who is like an influencer that you really like? Anybody?
I don't really have anyone that I'm like, oh, I super love them.
Okay, so I would challenge you to each to find a few that have a ton of followers. And then what I want you to do, because you know, when they post, they get like 3,000 comments. Spend some time. This takes time, right? This is going to take time, but scroll through the comments. And if somebody has made a cool comment, a comment that hits home, that's like that's exactly how I feel, like that, I would have typed that, right? Then what I want you to do then is go over to that person's page and send them a message that was like, I saw your comment on Ed Milet's post. You took the words right out of my mouth. Like ditto. I totally agree with you. And then go through their post and comment on some of their posts. Because what you're doing then is you're making connections with people who are similar to you. I don't want you to fake go comment on people's things, but if you read a comment that somebody has made on an influencer's page, you guys have similar interests and mindsets. So go make a friend, right? The other thing you can do is make a really great, powerful comment on an influencer's feed. And if it's good, they can pin it. And then thousands of people will see your comment and then go over to your page. So those are just little tricks. I know I've gone over time. Here's what I want you to do with your calendar. Does anybody have questions about Instagram? Because I just gave you a lot of Instagram to do, and it's gonna take time. Remember when I shared like my time layout calendar with you guys, and I'm like trying to do an hour on Instagram a day? I'm not there yet. I'm more to like 30 minutes a day, but I'm getting there because it can be really useful, an amazing way to grow your network of people that are similar to you and have similar interests. So here's what I challenge you to do is take your June calendar, and I want you to map out when we get off this call. Don't let the grass grow under. Don't go run to the grocery store. Spend 10 minutes mapping out your social media calendar. Not the exact posts, not the pictures, anything, but you now have your 4 pillars written on the side, and you have your focuses. So a couple things, you need to do at least 1 dual live a week on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so for me, I am scheduling, I mapped mine out. I did my 4 pillars. So for me, just to give you an example, because this have to be something different every day. So for me, Fridays are mindset days. So I'll either do a post or a live or something, because one of my pillars is mindset. You guys know I love talking to people about their crap mindsets. Whether they like it or not, I like talking mindset. So Fridays are my mindset days where I'll go live, I'll talk, I'll post whatever about mindset. Saturdays are product days for me. So I assigned a different product to each Saturday, and that's when I'll key in on that. Sunday, family day. So I'll post, because I feel like one thing I've done really well is grow a blended family. So I want to spend some time kind of digging, because a lot of people's blended families suck. They struggle with it. It's point of contention in a lot of homes. So I'll do family stuff on Sundays, and I'll still have my regular post, but I will have something planned for that. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll do dual lives. Mondays, I'll talk about dreaming big in the business. Wednesdays, I'm going to talk about releasing judgment. And I assigned like money one day, family one day, friends, passion. So map out a social media calendar. And if there's certain things where you really can, like, stick them on Planly or pre-post them, so at least that post is up, do it. Because consistency. And if you can do the things that, if it's mapped out, we all are really good at being like, oh, today I need to do this, and doing it. But for willy-nilly, and all of a sudden, you know, like, Deanna knows that she's guilty. She can go a week and be like, oh, I forgot to post anything, but I took 400 pictures. Right. And it, because it's just not a planned out thing. And she spends a lot of time thinking about her posts. Like, her posts are really fantastic, and they have emojis, and they have hashtags, and they have the perfect picture, and they have all it, but she carries a lot of pressure to have these perfect posts. And what I want to do is take off the pressure and say, just be you. Plan out what you're going to talk about on any given day. Mine's up here on my wall. Spend 10 minutes writing it out, stick it on your wall. And if you have your pillars, then you know, like, that's what I'm looking for. Use the repost app. Look for life hacks. All right, thoughts, questions? I know I went way over. I appreciate you guys for hanging in. Hopefully that was helpful.
I was going to say, I think that's really helpful to have, yes, just to have thought it through enough to go, okay, this is what I'm going to do on this day. And doesn't mean you can't do it or throw something out there, if something pops up or whatever, but at least it takes away the thinking. It takes away, and
it'll keep you on point.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's just like 7 o'clock at night and you realize you haven't done anything, and so you just like, blah, whatever, you're not staying on point, and you're just all over the place, and you're not narrowing in with it, which is what we need to do, because everybody and their mama is social selling on social media right now. So how will you be different? And it just means putting in the work, right? When can I count on each of you to do your first reel?
I will have mine done by Sunday.
Okay. We're gonna.
You tell me when I need to do it by, because I won't do it if you don't.
Do you still have sports tomorrow, Tiffany? Or is sports done?
Nope. We have baseball tournaments starting in a couple weeks.
Okay, so what I would do is just take some casual videos of mom life in your house tomorrow.
Okay.
Whether it's kids playing in the backyard, or you making pancakes in the morning, or
I think we're playing in the sprinklers and making snow cones today, so maybe those are good ones.
Film some videos.
Yes.
Okay.
Film videos.
I'm taking monsters to the pool today, so I'll do some today.
Yes.
One today.
And you can do like all one clip, but in my experience, mine get more traction if it's like segmented, as opposed to like a 15-minute something. And if you don't know what to do, go look on trending reels and find one that you think is cute and recreate it. You know how to save the music, right? You know how to save the sounds? Okay. All right. And I'm going to get that chat started. so that whenever you post on Instagram, we go comment on each other's real quick. 4 words or more, emoji does not count as a word. If anybody is watching this video later and wants to be in our Instagram support chat, then just send me a message and I will add you. So everybody will have a reel up no later than Sunday, correct?
Yep.
You know, if you're really brave, do 2 by Sunday. And also, when you have downtime, so what I do, this is side note for quote cards. Whenever I'm listening to stuff, you guys all listen to podcasts, you read books, or whatever, I keep a note section in my phone. And anytime I hear a quote I love, I just type it in my note section real quick. And then what I'll do when I'm sitting down at Canva, I'll make multiple quote cards all at once and then just pop them up. Also, it's not cool anymore to make your Instagram page beautiful. I'm not trying, it's not picture quote, picture quote, picture quote. That was 2019. Okay. It's real. It's IGTV. It's 4 carousel pictures in a row. Then it's a reel. Then it's a quote card. It doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need filters. It's just you. All right. You're amazing. Go ahead and put some of your favorite quotes on quote cards. Give people, oh, here's my last thing. Tell people what to do at the end of your, what you say. Share this quote to your story. Inspire somebody else. Share this. Save this if you loved it. You get credit when people save your crap. Okay? That all helps the algorithm. So, but don't give them 3. Don't tell them to do 3 things. Don't tell them to share it, save it, and comment. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to share, save, or comment? Just tell them one thing to do. All right? You guys ready to go kill it? Woo-hoo!
Love it.
All right, you guys.
Thank you.
If you need help, if you get stuck with something, call me. FaceTime me or tell me we got to jump on a Zoom so you can tell me where you're stuck on your reel. I don't want anybody to not post a reel because you got confused. I'm too close for you to be confused. Also, YouTube. All right.
We're not going to get confused. We're going to knock it out of the park.
No excuses. We're all going to be doing reels. Team Hope.
We'll laugh at our first reel later.
Takes on reels. Oh my gosh. Another girl that is a life coach under Sarah Centrella posted her yesterday a side by side of her first reel 8 months ago. And it's hilarious because now she does reels all the time. And she did one of the dual things and it's her reacting to her first reel. So remember, we're not afraid to suck. Everybody sucks in the beginning. We're just going to get better. All right.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.